Hey, hope you guys are doing well. So as you can see, we finally made it to the Timberwolf Mountain Summit with a nice view. And I think there's only one wolf. That's kind of the danger during the aurora. I think there's only one. During daytime, we'll go to bed but in the morning we'll go explore kind of the upper summit area. I think there's only one guy, but I don't want to go out and risk it now with some extra risk. So yeah, we'll stay quote unquote inside. So just to kind of show you what the loot is, I kind of off camera, it took a while, kind of assembled everything. So let's just light it up. There's a little bit of light from the aurora, but let's light it up. This is on Stalker difficulty for those who don't know. This is kind of minus some airplane food. I think there's like 4 more. Everything else was in all of these containers. I think there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each has 2 sections, so kind of this is what we came up with. Some clothing, we got some upgrades. Specifically socks, I think a jacket, thermal underwear. So even after like 80 days, there's still some things to upgrade. First quality tools. There's a rope that we're going to deploy this episode because we came up this way. That's the only route I know, as far as I've seen. You kind of, basically it's just a lot of circling and like a really long way. We deployed one rope. We're going to deploy another one just so we can make this from the mountaineer's hut. We can make it really accessible because there's going to be a lot of stuff here that we're not going to bring down. This is impossible. Even a third of this will be completely immobile. So yeah, a bunch of pelts. There's also a gun we need to get, which we'll do all that stuff during daytime. So I'm not gonna, I know it's ending, but still, I don't want to go tempt fate. But now I think we're ready for a nap. We just had some food, we're gonna have some water. We can do some more upper area exploration. I want to explore kind of this area, the summit area, and over here as well. The upper part, where there's no reason to come here too often besides the summit, but this part, just explore it once essentially, see if there's any gems, anything, any good loot, and then kind of leave it as is. There's no caves, transitional caves there, nothing like that. But as we'll go down, there is I think it's the only cave that leads us to Blackrock. It's over here. There's obviously the Ash Canyon one. There's another one here, I think, yeah, where we walked over that tree, which in case you haven't seen, just check the last episode, which I think was number 26, where I showed how to get from the mountaineer's hut up to the summit. It took me the whole episode because I was super cautious, but it can take you like I don't know, half hour in real life, so it's nothing too crazy. To get down, I think it should be much quicker. You can technically just scale the cliff. You can see when it's nicer weather, you can see the hut from here. That's kind of the main base because it connects to Pleasant Valley and, down south. And I think that's the only substantial building in the region as far as I know. So yeah, I think we should go to bed. We're definitely not cold because of the, well, we're close, but we're not cold because our clothing is pretty good. Yeah, not much room left for improvement. Let's drink some water. Let's have some sleep. I'm gonna try. Let's just do a couple hours at a time. I don't think I'll need a fire, but we'll see. If I do, I'll make a quick fire, which I actually might do anyway. Yeah, I might do that anyway because we need charcoal for exploration. So let's do it. Let's make the fire. Let's go to bed. Can we move? Yes, we can make it here. Where should we make it? Let's make it here. Cedar, sure. Let's do sticks. And use a fire striker for 100% chance. First time. But they do wear out. We have a couple, but they do wear out. But it's kind of nice to have one since we don't have the max level. I think once we get the max level, it gets even easier. I think it might even be 100% with the torch. But, yeah. I don't know for sure. Reclaimed wood. I don't think it's gonna get windy, but let's just get our, I don't know. Let's just get some hours in. We're not gonna go too crazy tomorrow. Let's just get like 6 hours and hopefully we don't die. We shouldn't. If we do, we add a lot of food and stuff to recover once we cheat death. Alright, so the weather looks fine. I'll let this run out for the charcoal. Ooh. Let's just start exploring. Let's go get the gun. And this guy. Oh, another book. So we have a couple books. I think both of them are 5 hours. Oh, 3 books. An arrow. Good stuff. Let's just double check. I don't think there's anything here. Alright, so this is kind of tricky. I think it was here? Screw it. Yep, it is. So this is how you get out of here and kind of get back. A lot of wood. Look at this. You can stay here for weeks, it almost seems like, with the occasional wildlife encounter. Let's check top of plane as well. I don't think there's anything there, but let's just go up there for the view. Hopefully don't break a leg. Come on. How do we... I think it's fine. Yep. So this is the nice view, although it could be slightly better. So this is the peak. You can see all of Timberwolf Mountain. Alright, so let's check the nearby area before climbing down and deploying the other rope. Yeah, I don't see any more animals. But we're still gonna kind of proceed with caution with a gun. I might have a rifle. I think I picked it up, yeah, while I was off camera. Do we have charcoal? No, we don't. Alright. Yeah, I think it's gonna take a while. We have nowhere to rush. Yeah. Alright, let's just go. So it's -12 without the wind. There's nothing too scary. But also, let's not get too confident. We're fairly heavy, which is fine. We don't have to climb anywhere today, I don't think. We might end of day just to deploy the rope. But we are in no rush. Oh, I don't think I saw this guy. Nothing next to him. It's good to check around the body as well. I've missed a couple of mag lenses and fire strikers in my day, just by kind of breezing past, thinking that there's only stuff in his pockets. It's always good to double check for any gray items next to the corpse. Yeah, let's pick up the mushrooms. Basically, it's just kind of get everything, just so we have the final inventory, just so we can kind of plan what we're going to bring down and whether we're going to come up for a second time, which I highly doubt, but we might. Now we have an easier access. It's not as much of a grind to get here through bear gauntlets. But as I mentioned before, previous episode, you can go check it out. It was fairly easy. It was just time consuming. We met one bear. I think we only met one wolf. A bunch of deer. It was really, really nice. It's just a scenic route down east with a lot of caves. It's fairly safe. Once you do it once, I think it's like you can even go during a blizzard. Once you do it once. But the first time, yeah, I didn't take any risks. That was my actual first time. Is there anything else? No, those are the same bodies. Should have checked for feathers. We're gonna need to make some arrows once we get back. We can make like, I don't know, 7 to 9 more. Just to kind of build that up. Oh, there's something. Where are these guys flying? Oh, maybe for the wolf. Wherever he is. If we find him, we're not... Oh, he might be there. We're not going to touch him. My theory is that if you don't touch him, the new one doesn't spawn in for a longer time. We'll see how true that is. I just want this, at least this area, to be nice and peaceful for up until I leave. Okay, what's on this side? I do not recognize. I think this is where we're going to explore soon, this episode. I think that's the northwest corner. We might end up there. We'll see where the wind blows us. This is kind of this part of the map we're going to explore today. It's the road less traveled. I think there's a cave or two. There's a bear, which we're going to try to avoid. This is the rope. Alright, let's not break our legs. I think we're gonna head back down here. Yeah. Alright, let's check this side, and we're kind of... I think we're good. I think this is our little friend. So again, highly recommended as you head up further north to prepare crampons. Because as you're walking on like these steep inclines, you have less of a chance to you know, hurt yourself by rolling an ankle. And also, do we have more? It's only one. And also it helps you climb more efficiently by using less stamina, which is very important. Some of these climbs are slightly longer. So here, Hush River Valley, Ash Canyon, which is our next area we're going to go to. After this, I'm going to leave Blackrock for the end. I think we're all good with this. Yeah, I'm just double checking. think we can lighten our pockets and go deploy the rope. Yeah, that would be a good idea. We have a lot of time, and there's some more stuff to explore nearby. And we can spend the night here, and I think we can, yeah, we can head out further tomorrow. Depends on the weather.
I can't feel my feet.
Alright, looks like we've kind of covered everything. We'll do the charcoal thing a little bit later, once the fire burns out. Any feathers? Feathers, feathers, feathers. One again. Hoping for like 3, 4, but nope. So yeah, if you have good clothing, you can stay here pretty much for extended periods of time. Because the wind, as far as I know, doesn't blow through. I've never seen it blow through. Settle in. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna bring the rope, bring the bedroll just in case. We need this. We're gonna make
Be able to carry this load for much longer.
we're gonna make a bunch of torches. We need this. Hopefully the mouse is not too clicky. I got a new one, new mouse and keyboard, so I'm kind of testing it out. Feels good, but ugh. Check the sound afterwards. Hopefully it's not too clicky. Nope. I could have technically left these here for the sticks. Oh, this is a good one. Everything above 50% I consider a success. That's fine. Okay, let's just drop stuff. We can arrange it later. We are kind of heavy, but we will deploy the rope. So we will lose 5 kilos. Oh, never mind.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I'm heavy. Sticks. Okay, we're close. We're gonna pick up some charcoal, so we're gonna be heavy again. How much is the food?
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Alright, let's lose some weight this way. Hmm, 32. clothing is all good. This is too much. This is a lot. Yeah, best loot I've seen in this game so far. Alright, under 30. Yeah, let's climb down. We have coffee just in case. Let's do a quick little charcoal. Let's mark it while we're at Aldo. Let's take a little nap. And then just to regain some of that carrying capacity. And then we're going to be safe. We're going to bring some charcoal. We're going to deploy the rope on the western side, just so we have a shorter way back. Eight. Alright, 8 should be actually really good. 31 kilos. And with extra 4 for carrying capacity, and still be able to climb. I brought the bedroll just in case I get stuck. There is always a chance that there's like a crazy snowstorm. And there's a cave nearby. So you never know. Same thing with the piece of coal. Is it here? I think it was here. Since we have a lot of coffee, let's do it the safe way. Let's just do this, just so we don't lose as much stamina as we do a little quick in and out. Because we probably will have to climb back up. Yeah, you see with the crampons, barely drains the bottom right stamina bar. Without, empty. I don't think I marked this, maybe I did, but there we go. So let's check it out. What's going on here? So we are, was it here? Let's just explore. Alright, so this is the rope deploy. And I think this is west facing. So let's do that right away. Let's lose some weight. And those are the 2 ropes that need to be deployed. One this episode, one the previous. And then it's just the easy way down. No, there's a friend. So for now, we're not going there. For now, we're just going to do this. Did I? I don't know if I marked it already. Okay. So carrying capacity is still up there, but it's slowly dwindling, so let's not waste any time. It's at 34. I think, yeah, we're carrying 25. So we can get our capacity down to, like, I don't know, 28 or something. That we need to do the, or I guess less. Then we can just do it in one climb. Alright. That's another rope, is it? Might need to bring it. No, I'm leaving the cedar. Just for here.
Nobody needs this anymore.
More matches. Okay, so this complicates things. Where do we deploy the rope? Let me go 1 second. I'm gonna go check the map. Alright, so there's one more rope. More down south. That should be deployed, but we'll leave this one down here and we'll pick it up. I don't think we need all this, but might as well. We have 420 more days, so we're in no rush. Hearing some wolves, but I don't think there's any wildlife up here. One way to find out, but I don't think so. I mean, aggressive wildlife. Yeah, there's one more climb. So yeah, these two, well, this plateau is a safe area. The one uphill, less safe, but relatively safe. Only one wolf. No, nice and clear. Alright, so I think the rope that needs to be deployed is somewhere here. Oh, look at that. More loot. No wolves, which is interesting. I would expect like a wolf nearby. Some acorns. I think that's a wolf. It looks like it. Okay, well, we can still... Yeah, we'll leave the rope down here. Let's leave it... Was there one more rope down there? Yeah, we'll just leave it at the bottom end of the long rope. We'll go up, we'll regroup, and then we're ready for a little trip. Deploy the last rope, head back home. Bring as much loot as possible. Prepare some coffee for the trip. I'm thinking about the books. So now as I'm speaking out kind of talking out loud. Maybe I should read them all up here. Yeah, I should probably do that. I don't want to carry the books. We have like, what, like 4 or 5 books maybe? So technically we can spend a couple hours. It's still outside. Yeah, just read them here, just so we can leave them here. We don't really, there's no reason for us to carry them. If we can utilize them here. Okay, so we're going to leave this here. I'll need to double check which rope I need to go down. Either that one or that one. This one, as you saw, has a bear. There's a possibility. The other one might have some wolves, but it's not as dangerous. All good. So yeah, with the crampons, this is an easy climb. Without, you might get tired midway. You get off, and you can't get back on because you're too tired. You need to make up, you know, stay here for a couple hours, basically, on the ledge. Yeah, once the sprain risk thingy shows up, if I get on the ledge, which is not good, I might need to do it now, but it's warm enough. Yeah, let's not risk it. So this is the mistake I was talking about. It's warm enough. Let's sleep for a couple. Good thing that I have good clothing. Otherwise, I'm taking crazy damage from the cold.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
28. I think we can get up. This should be enough. Yeah. So a bit risky, what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I don't like this.
So tired.
Yeah, we'll read the books up here, so we're in no big rush. I know it's a little bit of a slower episode, but it is a relaxed run, for those that don't know yet. Come on. Nice and tired. In case the wolf is back. So it's not too cold, we can get some wood. Although we have wood, so it's no rush. But yeah, once we explore the western part, it's like an extra episode maybe. I think we're gonna slowly kind of inch our way towards Ash Canyon, which again, we'll go up east. First we go through the Mountaineers Hut, regroup, grab everything that's important, and basically head east and then north. And that's a completely unexplored region, so now it has Timberwolves, so which is not good. but we need to do it eventually. Percentage-wise, we have explored 50-ish% of the map. I want to get it closer to 100. Where am I? Okay, let's go without a fire. Nope. Sounds like there's some wind. Not too cold. Oh, we need to fix the bedroll. It's the warmth bonus is less. It said 3.2. It should be like up to 5. So let's get some cloth. So these things we do not need. This we don't need, so let's do that. Let's do some maintenance. All right, 3.2. Yeah, it's gonna take an hour, pretty much guaranteed. So 3.2 warmth bonus should be up to 5. Did I fail? Never mind. Okay, what is it now? 4.8. So that's good. Yeah, we're good with that. What about other clothing? 96, 92. Oh. Another hour. Wow, look at that. 6 degrees for wind. Technically, we can fix these. I don't think we have the cloth. Oh, we definitely need to fix this. So we got these climbing socks up here. Oh, what do we have? We don't need the gloves. Not that many. So we're not going to repair it fully, but it's better than what we have. These ones, yeah, there's some, if it's like deerskin boots, I think, yeah, we need guts, so.
I'll die if I don't drink soon.
All the deer and wolf stuff, we can do that at the cabin. I think it's necessary, yeah. Yeah, it's like an extra degree. So our current situation, look at that. 26 and 9. Protection is good, as you saw a couple episodes ago. It was attacking us for a long time, but our health bar wasn't decreasing that fast. But all that at the cost of sprinting. So I'm going to take these 3, and I'm going to, not going to be as capable sprinting wise. I think it's a good trade-off. 1 against 3. let's do fur. I think we're staying the night, and we're gonna get, I think we're kind of, oh, let's go explore. And then tomorrow we're kind of ready to go. By explore, I mean just mark the territory. Four should be enough. Let's go up here with the nice view. That's the peak. That's the cabin. So we're gonna go down the river. There's some wolves here. Some wolves here, I think. There might be a bear. It's relatively safe, just like most of this region. Once you get to know it, it becomes quote-unquote safer. Now let's go mark the corners, then prepare. No, we have to read the books. Yeah, we need to stick around. But that's one of the goals, level 5s. And then we have a couple more pieces for that end, where the wolf is. I want to do 100% explored. I don't know how possible that is. I think there's, I don't know if it's a DLC thing or the vanilla game supports that as well. There's like vistas that you explore, and I think once you find it, it just shows you the whole map, just kind of clears it all up. But I'm not sure if it's also a thing in the vanilla game.
I need to find food.
Eat food. We have food. Then we shouldn't be getting cabin fever, which we did get cabin fever risk before we left. But here, I don't think so. That's not a house. I didn't even think the cabin had the risk, but turns out. I don't think I left anything. No. I think I was here already. Yep. And last one. And this end, I think that's something that we can still mark on the way down. Oh no. Let's eat, let's eat, let's eat. Losing the Welfare bonus would have been a classic,
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
classic dumbass mistake right before climbing. So, that was close. So much wood up here. I don't know why there's that much wood. Like all this loose stuff. Fir and cedar. That is a lot. Okay. We can read a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of books. Also, I'm kind of conflicted about bringing the rifle down. I don't think I will because I have one. But it's always good to know that there's an extra one for this region. Although, I don't know how I can lose one. But just to keep it as a backup. Nope, this almost feels like home. We could definitely stick around. Just basically hunting and that's it. We have everything else. We have all the guns and tools. God knows we have all the lanterns. Okay, books-wise, we have... I think this one might be longer. 25 hours. We're gonna bring that with us, probably. 4, 5, 5. So, we gotta start reading. Let's eat first. Let's read until we drop. That should be hopefully one whole book. Although, no, let's keep it. So, where was I? Reading. I think this was 4 hours. Let's just wing it. Why can't we do it? Oh, that's funny. My skills are too advanced. Alright, so this one is... Okay, rifling. Is it really level 5? Rifle. It's level 4. So what does that mean? That is interesting. I guess we can't read it. This is for rifling as well. Okay, let's do this. This one we definitely don't have.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon. Don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
No, I guess the aurora helped. I was surprised that I could still read in the dark. Okay, I think I should go to bed. And then we'll keep reading tomorrow.
I'm so tired, I could lay down right here.
Let's do 5 hours at a time. Still, just in case the wind can get through. Alright, so this is a good test for the wind. So we're perfect health, warm. It is weird that it doesn't get through. It is getting cold, but we can't die even with this close to cold. Alright, so no damage. Let's keep on reading. Yeah, this is a vital one. And this one, yeah, I don't think I want to spend 25 hours. Although, I don't think we can even... Oh, we can do it. I don't know why it didn't let us do the other one. It's interesting. So this is technically firewood now. Yeah, this one. I don't get it. Research already completed. Did I? I don't know. I'm confused. So we have one more. Ooh, good calories. Peanut butter. It's kind of efficient. I don't want to... I should keep it for travels. Yeah, it's half a kilo, but it's a lot of calories. What about these ones? Half a kilo. Oh, double the calories. Yeah, the MREs I'm gonna bring with me because they're, you know, they're kind of the weight to calorie ratio is pretty good. So that's definitely better for long travels. Alright, let's keep on reading. As long as it allows us to. Might as well. We have more carrying capacity. Too dark. Alright. Let's do 5 hours. I'm still paranoid. No damage. So no wind going through. Yeah, we're now on the edge. And I think that we're out of water now. Okay, so what else can we do? We can do all this stuff. And I think once the sun is halfway over the horizon, then we should be able to read. Yeah, it should be good.
Thank goodness.
Hypothermia. First time. I guess let's make a fire.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
We can make some water while doing it. Oh, Maglins, 95%. I think this is the first time I'm using one. Yeah, I think Maglins on Interloper is like a big thing.
Little fire.
I don't even know if there's fire strikers in Interloper, but a Maglins, it's worth its weight in gold. Because there's matches are really scarce.
Perfect.
So this will be an hour. Warm enough. Yep, definitely warm enough. Let's read. Also, it gives us light. So we're going to do 1 hour at a time. I think, yeah. 6 hours, 40 minutes. Let's spend an hour. So 1 in-game hour, in this case, 40 minutes. So I think it's like a combination of cold and my skill, I guess, the fire starting skill. That's why it's not the actual number, right? It's not actually 6 hours, it's more like 9 in these conditions. What else can we eat? Maple syrup. This is even more efficient than the MREs. Wow. Not MREs, but peanut butter. This is half a kilo, 900. This is way less. 40% less, at almost the same calories. So peanut butter is the least efficient out of all these. These are kind of close. Oh no, well, my bad. Misclick. We can eat all this crappy stuff now. Okay, how's the firewood? I think we're good with the water. Six hours. Let's do 6.
Feels like night is coming.
Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of getting concerned that the wolf might be kind of reappearing. Where's the... Okay, that's the fur. So that's like 6 hours of... probably more of burning. Mm-hmm. We're gonna finish the book. We're gonna gather everything. Then we're gonna go down.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay. 3 more hours. Uh, 1 hour. Let's cook this. Let's just let it cook. 1 hour. $65 degrees, Jesus. It's interesting that the cold affects you, but the heat doesn't. Because, you know, close to 70 degrees, that's like sauna temperatures. Maybe past that, I don't know. It's insane. Oh, really? 20 pieces. Okay, we don't need that much charcoal. It is kind of chilly. We can, I think 3 hours should be good. Still need to finish that water. Mag lens doesn't work. Fire striker does.
Come on, little fire.
$32 minutes. We'll need to make some coffee for our little trip. We're going to do that after the book reading. And this should be it. Rifle. Really close. Archery is good, so we're kind of upping the skill without actually using it. Might have killed an animal or two with it. Maybe. Fire starting, we're getting close. Ice fishing, mostly just book reading. We might have done one session. In coastal, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe that was a different save. Gunsmithing. Yeah, that's why I'm not heading directly to Blackrock, because I want to upgrade that skill through book reading first. And it's just going to be slightly better ammunition. Yeah, the condition. Mending could be higher. Let's cook some coffee. Cook. Alright, what else is going on? Kind of slowly have to start preparing for the trip. One hammer. Do we need the hammer? So we have a hammer at... Where did we go? We went to Desolation Point. That's where we have a hammer. Do we need to bring a hammer from here all the way to Forlorn Muskeg? Maybe. I might bring it down to the hut. It is heavy, but we don't really... There's no other hammers. Maybe there's some here. That's my hope. Ravine and Bleak Inlet. Otherwise, we just have one hammer for the whole southern region. Although there might be some here. Which odds are, these two regions and these two, so 4 regions combined, there's at least one hammer. So I'm going to leave all the hammers up here. This is where the forges are. Broken Railroad, Forlorn, Desolation Point, where we already made some arrowheads. The rest, as far as I'm concerned, no forges. So the only other use is self-defense or hitting acorns to make coffee. And we have coffee. We're gonna need this, so I kind of, yeah. That kind of answers the question, do I need it? Lantern fuel, we can make more. This stuff. I'll get the flask. Yeah, this is just, we'll have 2 liquid ones, and then we'll have 3 more. We'll carry it, and then we can make some water. Distress pistol, finally. I think I might have found 1 so far. Maybe none. A lot of shells. Yeah. Technically, we can just go down, but... And take 1 rope. I think it was here. And there's some wolves here with the acorns, and there might be some more crates, I think. Those blue ones. Okay, do we need more fire? Let's keep it running for now. Just for fun. Clothing wise, I think we should double check. Military coat, I took it off. The sweaters. What's going on? We have this sweater. We have the Christmas one, which is good against the wind. Not too heavy. This one is heavier. This is the item to have. Good everything. Weight good. Right. The wolf coat is good for defense. And scaring wolves away. Deerskin pants, I'm gonna keep those. Snow pants. Combat, snow, snow, snow. Yeah, I think that's it. The insulated boots might be good, but we have good ones. The deer boots are good. They're lighter, I think. Marine flare. We're not too heavy, but since we're leaving the rifle. But also we have a rope. That's extra 5 kilos. I'll leave one stem here just in case. Although, if you can get up to here, you don't really need a stem. Let's give one more bandage. That should be good. Antibiotics. I like the tea for recovery. I'll bring more coffee because it's kind of rare for whatever reason. And maple is just efficient. Yeah. Yeah, so we want to be around 30 kilos once we leave. But are we leaving today? Let's pause and check the map. Alright, so I'm taking a look at the map. I think... yeah, we don't actually need to spend the night here. I think we can take everything. We can bring the rope. And we can stay the night. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I think it's... yeah, it's a pretty good situation. It's a lot of water. We don't need that much. Oh, we are tired though. I guess we can... yeah, we have to stay here. No rush. The pelts. I forgot. Okay, so now we're gonna be pretty heavy. Yeah, that's too much stuff. Oh, the flashlight. I don't know how to use it. I know it's for the aurora. I'll bring it. The clothing, we're keeping it all. Let's do this. We'll harvest some. Yeah, let's harvest some clothing. because there's not a lot of cloth. So we'll spend the night, just because we're tired, not because it's like getting dark or anything.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Okay, so this is 35. This is a lot. I guess we can drop this marine flare. This one is more effective against Timberwolves, although we know how to avoid them, but still. All this other stuff is kind of vital. Wow. A lot of food. Almost 4 kilos. The clothing, can't do anything. Yeah, this is heavy. We will need to figure something out. We might skip the whole rope thing. That's going to make things more simple, I think. Like deploying the last one. Yeah, it's kind of a nice thing to have, but it's not necessary. Okay, so we have one more area to explore tomorrow. Let's just go to, I don't know, let's go to bed, I guess. Another hacksaw would be nice. Not this. This is good. 69, 34. We're close. Yeah, we're good. So 35 kilos is acceptable. And then let's have a nice long sleep. And then we're good to go. Hopefully we don't die. Let's do less than that. Sorry. So many auroras, Jesus. Okay, we're still kind of well rested, so we'll just need to wait it out. Yeah, let's just wait. It's gonna be chilly, but it's kind of dark. Ugh. We have the luxury of waiting it out. And I think we're all good. So hopefully we'll come back. But this is kind of, yeah, we're bringing the necessities. No rifle. We have a rifle waiting for us. And I left this rifle with 5 bullets. Which I think is a decent amount. I'm not going to take any away. There's no, you know, as the saying goes, nothing more useless to than an unloaded gun. Or a gun with no bullets.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
Hopefully the wolf is still dead, so there's no new one. Alright, so now we're gonna head back down to the mountaineer's hut. The long way, but down the west side with a slight detour. I don't see the wolf. Yeah, there's no birds. So maybe he's in the process of respawning. Alright. This was one of my favorite places, I'll be honest. You can just stick around for as long as you want, essentially. If I had some rabbits and deer up here, it would be paradise. You wouldn't need to leave until you run out of bullets. Did we bring the coffee? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So for Ash Canyon, we'll have some coffee as well for climbing. It's a little bit forward thinking. And this rope, it's not a long walk, but we just don't have the capacity. We can do it on like a second trip. We can deploy it. This third rope is a nice to have. It's not mandatory compared to the other two if you want access through the west side. Yeah, this one leads us down to a bear. And I'm checking. And essentially, it can lead us down to where we came from. We can head back west, or sorry, east. Instead of using the cave, we can climb down this and then go. Just an extra route. But it has a bear, so I'm not doing that without a rifle. I hope my calculations are correct. So we climb down this one, and then there's another rope nearby, which I think is the one I deployed. If not, then we'll need to come back for this rope, but I think it should be good. But down here, we also might meet that bear that we saw there. Right by the rope. So we have to be careful. It looks pretty safe now. I think there was some loot here. One of those crates I was talking about, the blue ones. These ones, the reclaimed wood ones, are usually a dead giveaway. They're usually next to like this thing. I know there's more in this region. This is not the last one. There's at least a couple more. Food. We are too heavy. Food is good. Medical stuff is good, if only I knew.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So those are the falls. There might be a cave there next to the falls. Jeez. Let's drop this stuff down by the rope. Yeah, this is the, I guess, the sprinting ability, and also... Oh, do we need that rope? I guess we do, yeah. There's a sharp cliff there as well. So, two downsides to having this much heavy clothing that's warm. You know, you're not going to die. That's the craziest damage you can take, besides animals and falling. It's the cold damage, so I kind of want to mitigate that. That's my big kind of logic. Oh, I think that's also a crate. So that's the logic I'm using when I'm picking clothing. But also, that means being too heavy a lot of times. We'll come up for a second trip. That's all I can say. We'll come up super light another time. $35, we're close. We can hear some wildlife. Oh, there might be some cattails, which we don't really need, but yeah. So this is a cliff.
Place to escape this cold.
Technically, if there's like a fairly safe way to get down, just fairly safe. It's not going to be too safe. Maybe we can just go our way down the cliff without using a rope. Then we can go heavy. We can go 40 kilos. Yeah, I think we can do it. Yeah, we're going to do that. Is that a moose? I think that's a deer type of creature, right? There might be a moose down there, but I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna come down here with all that food. And down this river. It's like a 5-minute walk. This is all the way down the river. And hopefully there's no Timberwolves, because I think the lake is one of the possible locations. -3. I think there's only one cave, but I'm going to take a little detour, see what's here. Maybe some birch saplings. That might be a good thing. We can technically make a fire Make some coffee, just so we don't take any damage. Yeah, we should do that. It's only, what, a few sticks in the match. Yeah, let's do it. Drink some coffee, warm up. It's gonna get warm enough later. It's still early.
Come on, little fire.
Early in the morning is usually the kind of like the coldest time.
Wait. It was so cold.
Hmm? Ugh. Nope, birch. No wildlife. Wow. There should be some. Oh, birch saplings. So that's basically why I take these extra steps. Because this is good for arrows. We can have them cure at the Mountaineer's hut while we're going to Ash Canyon. I think they need like 4 days, so more than enough time for them to cure. Eric's Falls. Well, we're gonna get wet if we stick around. I think there might be a cave up there. We have to double check. Hopefully not a bear cave, if there is one. That is a cave. And some sticks. Okay, we can mark it here. Just for, just in case, if we're ever in the neighborhood. So if there's no bear, we can still kind of explore this side. It's still kind of nice and early, relatively warm. Yeah, but it does, we are approaching a choke point where the bear hangs out. So we're not going to go too far. We're going to go jump down a cliff, hopefully not die, to proceed to the Mountaineer's hut. Yeah, I think this is as far as we're going to go. There's going to be a blind spot, which you'll see in a second, on the map. So this is like the blind spot, essentially. But there's not too much. It's just some nature. No crazy loot. We can go that route another time. Because if we go that route, then we have to go all the way down to the northeast corner, then come down, and come back all the way. It's just a lot of walking, because we left some loot here. Let's get all the food and medicine and just risk it. Climb down the cliff. I think we can do it. I see something there. What is that? Might be maple. Might be birch. Acorns, since we don't have a hammer. It's just a snack. It's a waste of time, essentially. Yeah, it's maple. Which we'll still get it. It's not too heavy. But no wolves, which is nice. This is a nice region. One cave. I thought it's gonna be, you know, Timberwolf Mountain, as daunting as it sounds. I think like all the danger is down south, where we're heading now. Where's the rope? Okay, let's get our stuff. I think this cliffside is more dangerous. So we're not going to come here. We're not going to climb here. We'll get more loot and we'll go down the river. So we're going to be like 40 kilos deep. This is a lot of good stuff. 41. Plus that. I think we'll need to drink some more coffee. Just to kind of preserve the energy. I don't know why I did this, but alright. Yeah, 41. So with the loot downhill, there's probably going to be at least 5 more kilos. Well, let's risk it. There are going to be some wolves on the way, though. We're kind of heading towards that. But we have to get to the mountaineer's hut. So here goes nothing. We have some bandages. Alright. I'm not good at this, so close your eyes. This is not for the faint of heart, but this looks relatively simple, actually. I've seen people do crazier things. How do I get down this? Yeah, this is good. Come on. Still no wolves. Really peaceful. Maybe I'm just lucky. Could that be the case? I think there's wolves right down that hill next to the river. My memory serves me right. There should be some here. I think this one should contain clothing. Not this one, but the other one. Yes. Oh, this is a lot. 48 kilos. No sprinting.
With this much gear.
This is where the wolves are. One more trip down there. There was a, the cave to Blackrock is not too far away from here. Yeah, I think we should just go. Since it's downhill, I'm not too concerned about the weight. We have to go down the river and fight the wolves. There's more boxes there, I think. And that rope deploy I talked about. Or maybe no boxes, but might be a cave? This is something to explore, but I don't know. Today we've done a lot of exploring already. I just want to get home. Oh, there we are. There's two. There's something up the hill as well, like a body. More maple. Can we just wing this guy? Yeah, so the other one is scared. Shitless, hopefully. It's just, yeah, I wanted to kill him. Or graze him, at least. Because otherwise they'll just keep coming back if I just scare them. And I'm too slow to just keep walking away from them. I might fast forward this. I don't know how long it's going to take. Yeah, this is the last rope deploy. Or maybe, no, never mind. It is not. But this is the last walk. There might be a moose. There was a moose somewhere. I keep forgetting. It was like down a cliff someplace. Might be here. I don't know. Yeah, the crampons help with this quite a bit. This is gonna be painful. Okay, never mind. Have to be extra careful since I can't sprint. So the last danger will be a crystal lake, where there might be a Timberwolf spawn. Just so we don't lose too much energy. We're gonna get too slow. Forgot. There's a rope? Oh yeah, I forgot. There is something really satisfying about coming into a region, which was like 2 weeks ago. It's kind of like my first time here, essentially. And then slowly just learning it. And now I'm fairly confident. There's something really cool about that. I don't know if, like, from when I watch others play. At first, when I don't know the region, and I know how they understand where everything is located, where to go, what to do, it's fascinating. So it's kind of once you get to like a semi-close level of that, it's kind of cool. Are we getting stuck here? I don't think we are. Home stretch. We are getting slower. Alright, so this is Crystal Lake, aka Home Sweet Home. Hopefully, though, no Timberwolves. But even if there are, there's not going to be too many. So this might be enough bullets for them. But there's always, not always, but a lot of times there's wolves on the right side. Here we are. Hopefully those wolves are still there, just like they were when we left. But we have done quite the loop this episode and the previous one. It's yeah, circle the thing to really explore it. It's at least a couple of solid hours if you kind of know where you're going. If you don't, you can do it for like 10. That looks really peaceful. I think wolves are just, it's a Sunday to them. When I met 2 wolves. Wow. Not even here. Nothing on a lake. What a day. 4 degrees, nice and warm. Look at that. I mean, after what happened a couple episodes ago, this is a, feels like compensation. Because the 2 episodes ago, they were, because I had meat on me. Oh, there they are. They were like creeping up to my doorstep. The only thing that's missing in this region so far, and I've kind of explored most of it, is scrap metal. And that would be needed for making fishing hooks. That's kind of the only thing I can think of. I have, 4 hammers. Like, there's everything is here. But the all-elusive scrap metal, and even shelves that we can repurpose or, tear down. That's kind of the only big thing. So we have to bring scrap metal from someplace else, like Pleasant Valley probably. Has a lot of buildings. Well, I think we're safe. No, this is nice. Look at that. Look at, bless this mess. Jesus Christ. Well, I think, yeah, this has been a longer one, so I have my pockets full. I think off camera I'm gonna kind of make sure it's a little bit tidier. Put some stuff on the shelves and just kind of make it look like a home for a bit. And then we'll slowly start preparing for heading to Ash Canyon, which is, check the world map. We're here, and then we're gonna go, it's like an east, and then up here, regional map. We will need to go up east again, and we're gonna go to the known cave, which is one climb. I'm not gonna try to find the bottom cave over here. It's like a different route. It's probably easy, but I might do it if I feel extra daring, but I don't know, we'll see. But we did the most important thing, which is half the loot of this region, if not most. And I'm happy about that. But yeah, I'll reassemble all this stuff off camera. Sorry if it was a little bit too long, this episode, but yeah. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.